It has recently been announced that Amazon will be teaming up with production Scot-Free Studios to create a new TV miniseries set in ancient Rome. And it will cover some familiar territory, as this upcoming historical TV show will cover the events leading up to the destruction of the city of Pompeii after Mount Vesuvius would erupt and decimate and burn the entire city to the ground. But before we delve further into everything we know so far about this upcoming ancient Rome based historical TV show, don't forget to subscribe to my channel History Spark to stay up to date with everything to do with historical TV shows and historical movies. And also don't forget to check out my new channel Historical Exit, where we critically analyze the deaths of some of history's greatest figures. It was announced just this week that Amazon's MGM Studios will be creating a miniseries set in the backdrop of ancient Rome, specifically around the destruction of Pompeii in 79 AD, and the brutal destruction the eruption of Mount Vesuvius would leave in its wake. This upcoming series will be based off of the book A Day of Fire, a novel of Pompeii, and this book is very fascinating and unique as it is written not by one singular author or even a collaboration by 2 or 3 authors, but this novel, A Day of Fire, was written by 6 writers, each of whom fleshed out the story with their own unique style and flair. The authors of this novel are Kate Quinn, Ben Kane, Stephanie Dre, Eliza Knight, Sophie Perronot, and Vicky Alver. And out of all these authors, the only one I'm familiar with is Ben Kane, and I have to state he is an absolutely brilliant writer, and I have read several historical fiction books written by him, with his series on Hannibal and Spartacus being 2 of the best historical series I've ever read. So I'm definitely keen to watch any historical TV show based off of a book which he has helped pen, and a project he'll hopefully be further involved in as it develops and grows. Although there are no confirmed castings as of yet, we do know who will be the executive producers and showrunners of this new series. One of the producers will be Horatio Hirst, and he is a relatively new figure in Hollywood, with this being his first writing credit. And he has also had roles in historical TV shows like Vikings Valhalla and Billy the Kid previously, so there's a chance he may also be starring in this new series about Pompeii as well. The second producer of this series is the legendary Michael Hirst, who is already an established veteran in the industry with historical hits like The Tudors, Vikings, Vikings Valhalla, and Billy the Kid. So it's great to see that Michael Hirst is on board for this project, and since he always starts his historical shows off great, and then they progressively get worse as the seasons continue, I am glad that he's working on this limited series, which means that this upcoming show will not go on for long enough for Michael Hirst to ruin it. Well, I'm hoping that will be the case. Also, a bit off topic, but I am unsure if Horatio Hirst and Michael Hirst are related somehow, but I guess it might just be a coincidence that both of them share the same last name, and also all the projects Horatio has worked on so far have had Michael Hirst at the helm. A coincidence, I'm sure, but I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong. Also, Scot-Free Productions will be helping produce this TV series, and there are some excellent executive producers that work under this banner, such as Ridley Scott, Clayton Kruger, and Sheriff Hoof, just to name a few. So there is a slight possibility we might get one of these talented directors involved in this show as well. A historical miniseries produced by Michael Hirst and directed by Ridley Scott could be one of the best collaborations in historical history, so it would be great if that would come to fruition within this show. And a very simple outline of the plot for A Day of Fire, a novel of Pompeii, is that it tells a complex weave of stories about various characters living in Pompeii and their individual stories, all leading up to the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, and the brutal destruction it would wreak upon the city and the lives of each character within the novel. This series will give an in-depth look into how citizens of ancient Rome and Pompeii functioned on a day-to-day basis, and how one brutal event would change the Roman Empire and the lives of its citizens forever. So that is everything we know so far about this upcoming ancient Rome based historical TV show. We know that it will be based off the novel A Day of Fire, a novel of Pompeii. The series will be produced and written by Michael Hirst and Horatio Hirst, and the series will be a joint collaboration between Amazon's MGM Studios and Ridley Scott's Scot-Free Productions. So I really hope that Amazon does a better job with this new show than they did with their previous foray into ancient Rome, with Those About to Die, which was a very expensive but less than stellar series overall, so I'm hoping that they will learn from the mistakes they made in Those About to Die and use that as an opportunity to make this new Pompeii TV show a much better produced, written and directed historical epic. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited about this new upcoming historical TV show, and if you think the series will be a success or a failure like Those About to Die. And also, if you want to stay up to date with everything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel History Spark, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!